Hello everyone. In previous session we learned about programming approaches and object oriented programming system principles and what is the class, what is the state, when we will go for state. These details mostly we have learned. Next we are going to learn about what is the behavior. Behavior is a member of a class which will contain some functionality or logic. Behavior can be called as a method or logic. So, in class we will declare and develop some functionality. That functionality we will write the code in method, in procedure, that is called behavior. And when we will go for behavior, whenever we want to represent some functionality is nothing but some addition, some subtraction, division, some functional, whatever the functionality we are going to develop in our project, that is called functionality. That to develop that functionality we are going to declare, we are going to use method or procedure, that is the behavior. And another one is where we will define the class within a class file under namespace. Within the class file is within the class file. In the class file we can find the namespace. Inside the namespace we will write the behavior or functionality. That is the friends, what is the behavior and what is the state and what is the class. Within the class, that is collection of states, and behavior is nothing but class. State is the way we can consider a variable, behavior is the one function or one method. Next we will learn about the variables. In C#.NET we have three type of variables: local variables and instant variables and static variables. What is the local variable? A variable which is declared inside the method and class, that is called local variable. If we will declare the variable inside the method is local variable to this method. If you declare a variable inside the class, that is that variable is local to that class. So that is the local variable. Another one is the instant variable or non-static variable. A variable which is declared inside the class outside the method is called a instant variable. Here instant is nothing but object, that we can say instant variable is related to object. So instant variable is inside the class outside the method, that is called instant variable. We can consider that, and it is the object within the class. So that is the instant variable or non-static variable. Static variable. What is the static variable? A variable which is declared inside a class outside the method by using static keyword is called as static variable. Here static members are related to class. So static variable is whenever we declare a variable using the static keyword. Static keyword if we will use to declare the variable, that is called static variable. The static variable we can declare inside the class. So here the team and friends, three type of variables: local variable and instant variable and static variable we need to declare in our programming language while developing the project. So where we will use the local variable, where we will use instant variable, where we will use declared static variable, that is as per our requirement. As per our requirement we have to decide and move further. Next is the parameter. What is a parameter? A parameter variable. A variable which is declared within the method signature is called as parameter. Parameter is nothing but a local variable. So in the method signature, in the method, while passing the parameter, while passing argument, that is a parameter. What is a signature represent? Signature represents type of a parameter and number of parameters. So that is the arguments or parameter. According to parameters, we can define two type of methods. So parameterless method and parameterized method. So parameterless method, that means while defining a method, if we didn't declare any parameters, which is called as parameterless method. That means when we defining the method, there is no parameters. There is no parameter. That means we didn't declare any parameter to that method. That is called parameterless method. Why parameters? That means to pass a value to function, to pass a value to a method, that is purpose, we will use parameter. Why we have to pass the value of function? For its functionality purpose. See, within the method, in the method we have group of statements. That group of statements will achieve particular task. To achieve particular task, if we need any input variable, input value from outside the class, outside the method, that time we will prefer the parameters. In the parameters, we will prefer using the parameter, we will receive the value in the method. Whatever we receive the value in the method, we will use that value in the method, in the functionality. Okay, next, when we will go for parameterless method, whenever a method doesn't require any value for its functionality from outside the method. So whenever we don't want, it is not required any value from outside the method, that is called, at that time we will go for a parameterless method. Here we see void is the one method, display is the one method. After display open bracket, after that there is no parameter defining, there is no argument defining, that is called parameterless method. So here we learn what is the parameter, what is the signature, what is the parameterless method, and why parameter, when we will go for parameters, and when we will go for parameterless method, why we have to pass the value of function. These basic details, basic information we will learn about the parameters. Next we will go to the next slide. Parameterized method. At the time of defining a method, if we have declared some parameters which can be called as parameterized method. That means whenever we are defining a method, while defining a method, if we declare a variable as a parameter, that is called parameterized method. Note, parameter can be called as argument. We can understand whether it is, we can understand argument is nothing but parameter is also nothing but argument. So here we see, when we will declare a parameterized method, according to the requirement, that means as we are working in a programming for developing the project, so we need to write the group of statements, we need to prepare the code in the C#.NET. For example, why we write the code? We are achieving some particular task as per the project, as per the requirement. According to the requirement, if we want to pass any value to that function, if we want to pass any value from outside that function, from other class, from other function, then we have to declare a particular method as parameterized method. Here we can see the example, internal void add is the name of the method, and we are declared two parameters, int a and int b. These a and b are the parameters to that add method. After that, in the first statement of that method is int c equals a plus b. That means a value and b value we are adding and assigning into c variable. That means here some functionality is happening. To achieve that functionality, we are receiving two parameters from outside this method. This is the scenario, this is the requirement. According to this requirement, we will go for parameterized method. And according to return type, methods are classified into two types. So method according to return type, so even the methods will return some return value to back. Those are two types. Void method return type should be void. That means void method will not return any value. This is the example for void method. We will go to another non-void method. The method is non-void. If the method is returning some value which is called as non-void method. Non-void method. Non-void method return type should be the type of the value which is returning by the method. So here it is one example, internal int add, int a and int b is the two parameters. After that, here you see return is the keyword, c is the value type. C is the value type, that is the int type. The int value is returning back to the called method, called procedure. So here this is the non-void method. And here we can see in object oriented programming language we can define methods in two ways, instant and see hold on. Here we say instant method and static method. Methods also two types in object oriented programming, instant method and static method. Instant method, while defining a method, if we didn't use static keyword which is called a instant method. This is the syntax for instant method. Here within the bracket object name, because object name is nothing but we have already class, we are created one object for that class. That created object we will write here dot and here method name. This is the instant method. Static method, while defining a method, if we use the static keyword, static is the keyword, predefined keyword in C#.NET. If we use the static keyword, it is called as static method. This is the syntax for static method calling. This class name is nothing but we know list of the classes, what the class name dot method. That is the static method. That is the friends. So